Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to Factutainment. I'm Zero Yeti, and today I am joined by owner of the channel, Aura.
You keep calling me the owner of the channel, but we co-own it.
He's, I don't know how much his student loans are, but he's $65,000 in debt. Uh,
Okay.
we're joined by Braden.
I would say you're both coners, co-owners. No, no. Okay.
It
Beth, can
sounds
you
like
make
a
me an admin
very,
for like 5 seconds so I can kick him out of the call?
Coner sounds like a very obscure slur
Kind of does. I kind of
that
regret
was
saying
like
that.
that was like used in like 1890s New York to refer to people from Coney Island. Like,
Do I not get introduced?
Oh yes, hi Beth.
and we're joined by Bethany.
There are no cats in America, and the streets are paved with frizz.
Okay, but
Hey, hey,
yeah,
hey,
we're starting off a series that we're
Buried that
doing.
one. Video's over.
hey.
Anyway, we're starting a series we're calling Animation April. Where we're just going to review a bunch of animated films every April, maybe. Uh, it's starting off with my choice, which was An American Tail, which I picked this one simply because my brother was obsessed with this and its first sequel. I don't know if I would watch the other two sequels as a child, and he had a child last year, and I found it and like watched it with them, and so I've kind of got reinterested in it again. But yeah,
Traumatize the next generation.
it's a 1986 American animated musical film. Although the singing, there's only like four or five songs, which I thought there were more, but maybe I'm just blurring the sequel songs into this one.
No
Uh,
cats in America.
Cats. There's
The
maybe
French
four.
singing.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's the French one. There's the cats singing. Yeah,
I think it's because like the song, like a couple of the songs like happen like one after another, like in quick succession, and you just kind of
I
like
think
it kind of blurs together.
yeah. But
There's
yeah,
the one on the boat. The one that yeah,
go ahead.
I was gonna say there's the one on the boat. The one with the dove or the
one
pigeon,
with
whichever one it
T-Pain.
was. The one with the cats. Um, one with T-Pay.
T-Pain. I'm on a boat.
There's the one with the cats. There is
Somewhere out there.
somewhere out there. Wasn't there one where it's like in America the mice have all gathered together to sing as well?
I
Well, that was on the boat.
No, I thought there was like another one. Yeah, it could be wrong. Anyway, we have a whole music section. One second. We can look
Well,
at the American
eight.
Tail
Oh, then
soundtrack.
what is the cat? Never say never. Yeah, so there's only one, two, three, well, five songs, singing songs.
Okay. Oh yeah. So the last song in the movie is Duo. Okay. Hmm.
just like Magic the Gathering.
Anyway, so the movie is set in the 1880s, and it's about a Jewish family called the Mouskowitz. They're mice, and Russia is being taken over by fascism, and also like czars and all this oppression happening. And their house gets burned down during a cat attack. So they get on a boat
Yeah,
and they go to
during
America.
like a raid.
Yeah.
Tell them what you said, Aura, before we started recording.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I wasn't really paying attention at the time, but as I said, the movie takes place in 1888, and then we were reading a portion of the Wikipedia, which we'll probably get to after we get done discussing the movie. And then it occurred to me, oh wow, they kind of got out of there by the skin of their teeth.
They got it there just the right time. Oh, Fievel Goes West is a western. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a
That's why.
full western.
So that's what I would like to talk about once we are able to get to that part, because the sequels are weird, and I don't mean like they're weird in the fact like, oh, these are quirky sequels. They're released weird.
Yeah, they're probably cash grabs.
Yeah. Um, that's one thing you gotta also take into mind. So this was made in conjunction between Steven Spielberg and Don Bluth.
Hmm.
Um, and they were made for by I forget which through MCA Records with the
Hmm.
help of James Horner and Cynthia Well and Barry Mann. So Don Bluth, I do like a lot of his films. He is notable for he worked for Disney for a while, and then he set off to make his own studio. And at multiple points, he's had his own studio, and then that studio goes under. So he works for somebody else, and then he leaves working with that person to like he joined Fox Animation for a while. He partnered with Steven Spielberg for a while. He partnered with Lucasfilms for a while, but he keeps leaving and starting his own studio. And then he does like a couple films, and then that peters out, and then he does something else, and then he comes back, tries doing his own studio again. And he's moved around a bit. He's been in Ireland. He's been in other parts of Europe. He's been in the USA. I think he's been in Canada and Mexico. Uh, currently in Texas. He's still alive. Everyone keeps think he was dead. He's 88.
I mean, look at him. At what point do you just feeding animation studios to Don Bluth?
Yeah. So it should be known that there are a few properties that have that Don Bluth made that just have a shit ton of sequels. American Tail is unfortunately one of them that has four. All Dogs Go to Heaven has a bunch. Land Before Time infamously has a whole series, like litany of them. And I think a lot of those were made as like direct to video sequels to basically it's basically Don Bluth going, I need to pay bills. Uh, so he'd make a feature length film and then he'd turn out like two or three direct to video sequels.
Just looking it up for prosperity's sake.
Bill.
Uh,
But,
so All
but
Dogs Go to Heaven had a second movie, and then apparently a TV series,
yeah.
and then a direct to video slash DVD slash whatever holiday special.
Direct to wax cylinder.
Yeah, but other notable films by Don Bluth are Secret of Nim, Land Before Time, All Dogs Go to Heaven, Anesthesia, Titan AE. He made a couple of video games like Dragon's Lair and Space Ace. He's worked on multiple other notable films like Robin Hood and Winnie the Pooh and The Rescuers. Pete's Dragon. I think he worked on The Iron Giant and a couple other ones.
I feel like he worked on Great Mouse Detective because there is one fat bottom mouse man in that movie.
Ugh.
And Don Bluth has a type. All right.
Oh, we're gonna take you home tonight.
Oh, he worked on the Simpsons movie.
Oh no. He also worked on Oliver and Company and Rockadoodle, which is not a bad movie.
And he also worked on Troll in Central Park.
Okay, cool. I'm not saying that's a good movie.
His last film, well, no, his last work he released was in 2024, which was Yuki, Star of the Sea, which is a children's book.
Trust.
But yeah. Anyway, American Tail. So American Tail, actually I'll let Aura summarize.
Okay, so beginning of the movie, as Zero has talked about a little bit, at the beginning of the movie, the Mouskowitz family is living in Russia. Just a reminder that the Mouskowitz family is Jewish Russian. Don't want to erase part of that heritage. And they're chilling at home. During Passover when
No, it's
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
yes. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I got my Jewish holidays confused. Hanukkah. Uh, and why they are celebrating Hanukkah. The village, the mouse hole in the village that they're living in, is attacked by the Cossacks, who ride in and start burning the village down because of anti-Semitism. And also there are cat Cossacks as well that start hunting the mice, which was really interesting to watch. But
There's a
after
weird
the
part. There's a
Mhm.
weird part where they're trying to add some levity to these cats pillaging the mouse homes, and the cats are portrayed as like these fucking horror monsters. And Feifel just runs out with a pot and pan, like a pot and a spoon, try and spook them off. And there's a part where two of them run at each other, and it makes a train noise.
Yeah,
It never stops like looking horrifying and scary.
Mhm.
Feifel's life is never not in danger, but still.
This is something that I'll talk about a little bit later. But most of the time, Feifel looks like a haggard old man. Like
What?
most okay, like when there's like zoom ins of his face, like this child looks
I
like he's
mean,
been going fucking through it.
I mean, he does, but yeah, there's like a scene I can think of where that is the case, but no.
Okay, well now Google Images is gonna make me look like a jackass.
Like
uh,
it's a scene at the end where there's a scene at the end where it zooms in on his face and he looks like that. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Just
Okay,
not
cool.
all the time.
and major plot point major recurring plot point is during Hanukkah, Feifel's sister is given like a head wrap, and then Feifel is giving his father's cap. And that's
A new cap, a new cap that's been passed down through the whole family, down the generations, but it's new.
that's also too big for his head. This will become a major recurring plot point.
Yes, I believe
Also,
the hat.
I was gonna say he looks haggard because he's going through trauma. He's going through one traumatic situation after another.
I believe the cap is called a kashket as well. But yeah, after Feifel's after Fi not Fi I don't know why I call him Feifel. After Feifel's village kind of gets ransacked, his dad is like, "Fuck it, we're out of fuck it, we ball, we're out of here." Uh,
Yeah, it's
and
weird that he said that.
I know, right? They make their way to Hamburg, Germany, and get on a boat to set sail to New York City because as it's stated so many times, there are no cats in America. They even have a whole musical number about it.
Yeah, they like cross over the ropes, and Feifel in the early parts of the movie is kind of annoying and causing problems for
Hmm.
everybody, including himself. But well, okay, I'll also add that when Aura and also Avery were complaining about him, I was doing the bit of I like I like monster trucks and fire trucks. I like to play and draw.
Yeah, isn't he like canonically like 6?
I mean, you can still be annoyed at a 6-year old. Like Jesus Christ.
Christ, you're extremely fucking selfish. Die. I am 12 years old.
Finally reminded that
Okay.
Oil once had a job where his job was to literally care for children.
Okay, let's not go too over the edge. I wasn't like making sure I was
Let's not go over the hedge.
I was coloring and like playing board games with them. That was the extent of me taking care of them.
Sometimes I
Uh
have to tackle them.
God, I wish. I mean, who said that? But what was I gonna say? So yes, No Cats in America, that's our first musical number. Uh as different mice kind of bemoan like, oh, this is what happened to us when we were living over here in Europe. There's an Italian mouse whose mother.
Yeah, the mice, the immigrant mice are like Jews, Sicilians, and Irish.
Yes. And I didn't know whether to feel microaggressed when I saw the Irish mouse uh, bemoaning his mother's fate, because something felt weird about that. Uh,
That was not the worst Irish stereotype in this movie. That was
yeah.
special.
We'll get to the worst one. We will get to the worst one.
That one's fine.
Are we still looking at Fievel's face? Fievel's face.
Yeah.
Good for you. But yeah. But after the song, they continue traveling by ship. And the Wait, no, this was a really funny point. Like, yeah, it's all smooth sailing here, and then it like pans out to the ship as a whole, and then just a gallon of rain just drops down on the ship, and I thought that was really funny.
The ship is in the middle of a storm. Everything is sloshing back and forth. There's a bit with two mice playing checkers as the board swishes from one side to the other.
And there's a bunch of like seasick mice, and then one mouse eating a pickle and tries to offer him food and they nearly throw up.
Funniest
And
ship
then
I've ever seen.
and then Fievel is trying to stay warm on some embers that are outside of the like
Gets his
out
ass
like
burnt.
yeah, gets his ass burnt, falls on top of a bar of soap, and then like comes like sliding into the mouse hole, and his dad is like, come and sit down with me, and Fievel's like okay, but then he like gets dragged off again, and then
By the soap.
yeah, by the soap. And then it's kind of a harrowing scene as he dodges like a fucking like shaving razor and shit like that, until he finally gets stopped at like the stairs leading up to the top, like the outside of the ship, like up top. Water
There's
is
a couple of fish fall down the stairs because earlier they had found a barrel of fish and they're talking about mackerel and stuff, and about how there's all sorts of fish. So when these fish fall down the stairs, he's like, "Oh, I want to go up and see the fish." As his father has to come running after him.
yeah, and then the little shit
Oh,
throws his
you got the soap. You got the soap cutting, so we can get that demographic on this video.
and then the little shit throws his fucking hat up top, like up onto the I almost said top floor, but like on the
deck.
on the deck of the ship, and he's like, "Hang on, Papa, I gotta grab a hat." And then and
This is very
then
good.
sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. It's actually a really sad scene. But he basically gets tossed around on the deck of the ship by the storm until he is thrown overboard,
Wait,
and is pursued.
Because, well, the
he's not
storm,
just
the
thrown
storm
overboard.
sort of like in his imagination becomes like a sea god.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
it
the
turns
wave
into like
monster.
this fucking giant wave monster. Also, here's the Cossacks cats. Really,
Ah yes, the Cossacks cats. Uh, but yeah, then
it
Fievel
says
is thrown
"fuck you" in
overboard.
particular, and attacks this mouse.
I think the sea monster is the wave monster is supposed to be it's supposed to be a cat, like the symbolism of it.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
It's a cat Poseidon.
Cat Sidon.
Cat Poseidon.
That's the thing with a lot of Don Bluth films. There's a lot of just like randomly really weird, jarring, and like kind of terrifying visuals.
Yep.
The terrifying visuals are specifically for like the air quote made for children movies because Titan AE what I obviously was terrifying for different reasons, but like it didn't have scenes like this.
Well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've
Doesn't
heard
Titan
Titan.
A have a thing that like shows people dying from an explosion in graphic detail?
Oh god. It has been so
Yeah,
long since I watched AE.
Or-
I haven't seen Titan AE, but I've heard it's one of those movies where it couldn't find its right demographic because it was marketed like a kids movie, but was more mature.
It is 100%. I would not let my children watch Titan AE. Not my small children. Also, Chris, could you
I
scroll
would
down?
let them. I would let them. I would let them watch Watership Down.
No.
What?
Could you click on the picture of Fievel's family right there? So the Mouskevitz are consisting of Fievel, his older sister, I think, Tanya, and then his father and mother, and then small
that
baby child, who
that baby child that disappears somewhere at some point during the movie. It's never brought up again.
I actually have notes on that, but yeah.
I mean, my thought process. I'll talk about it when Chris has his thoughts about it, but I think the kid died. Like
Yeah, fuck that kid.
I once again, I'll talk about it when Chris wants to talk about it. But yeah, after everything is said and done on the boat, Fievel gets knocked the fuck off the deck and is presumed dead. So the family continues to New York and are processed through immigration and are dealing with the loss of their goodest boy
And the daughter gets her name changed.
to
Yeah, and there's
Tilly for
also
some reason.
well, not for some reason. Or
Okay.
like they even.
Wait. Not for some reason implies
I
there's
said
no
not for
reason.
no reason.
Well, he said some reason, right? That's what Nick said.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason. So there is a reason.
Oh
But
god,
But
we're gonna.
yeah, there's also a scene with the humans who are like more rotoscoped, where they also show somebody getting their name changed from something complex name being changed to Smith.
yeah,
Well,
Ugh.
so
because
I
unfortunately
get.
that is a very common thing that happened.
I know it was a common thing that happened, but Tanya doesn't really feel like a super complicated name.
Time it's less for making it less complicated. It's for making it less foreign.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Anyway, now we have the French pigeon. So
His name is
after that.
Henry.
Oh.
Yeah, the pigeon's name is Henry.
So after that scene, we learn after that scene.
Flyful washes up on the shore of Ellis Island in a bottle.
Yes. Was it Ellis? Is Ellis Island also the Statue of Liberty?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he washes up. He's found by the talking French pigeon Henry.
Who is
the talking pigeon as opposed to any of the other animals.
who is loosely based off of Frederick Augustus Bartholdi, who is the guy who built the Statue of Liberty.
Would have been much funnier if the pigeon was just a normal pigeon.
But yeah,
Yeah,
after
he keeps calling the statue his statue, because he's French and he's a pigeon, and pigeons sit on statues.
Well, also the entire time he's building the statue.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
he is
I
because
guess.
he's like
It shows him putting rivets
Well,
in place and like welding stuff.
Didn't notice welding, but I thought that was just more incidental because that stuff was there.
I mean, it might be a
I mean,
case
I
like
took it,
I'm sorry, go
like
ahead.
I said, I took it as him saying it's his statue because he's French and because he's a pigeon and pigeons sit on statues.
Oh no, he's the character is it's loosely based off because like obviously doesn't have that many of his mannerisms, or like, but it's based off of how the man who made the statue was this French artist, and he traveled to America to help build the statue.
It could also be a case of like people like actual people are working on the statue, but then also the pigeon is like helping with like the what's the word? Like the inner workings of the statue.
Yeah. And they sing
But
a song called "Never Say Never."
where it's a
Where they
fun little
say never several times.
it's a fun little pep talk song of like, hey, you're gonna find your family, even if they think you're dead. Why do you think they think I'm dead? Don't worry about it.
And Henry
Also in the song, yes,
has
ba
a
ba
hero.
boom.
We had to take a 10-minute break while I violently slapped my shit.
Yeah, these are all of Henry's assistants, air quotes.
His hose.
His hooters.
Yeah.
Brandon, say something about boobs.
Like the bird tits.
Serviceable,
I mean,
we'll take it.
His
It's not the same bird, but yeah, it's
You
fine.
know, it's a funny thing. There is unironically pigeons that look like that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is just what pigeons look like.
Well, like fancy pigeons, yeah.
But yeah, after the song Never Say Never, uh one of one of Henry's French harlots. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Oh,
Flies Fievel to I don't remember what it was, but I assume it's the immigration office to try and help find his family. Unfortunately, Fievel falls into the home of one Warren T. Rat. Uh,
the rat that makes all the rules.
yes, he's the rat who makes all of the rules.
Warren T. Rat. I get it.
Also, I will say, and this is like it's a relatively minor gripe. This character changes sizes.
I wanted to talk about that as well. Like I was going to ask you, Chris. I'll come back to this question once we actually get to the reveal, even though it's being revealed right now. But I want to talk about this movie in chronological order. But yeah, what's the name? Yeah, Warren T. Rat and
he goes from being like 3 times the size of Fievel to like 10 times.
and then Warren
He has like an electric cockroach sidekick who keeps whispering correct Shakespeare quotes to him, who is also just like doesn't matter really.
Digit, that's his name. And I didn't think he was a cockroach. I thought he was a termite.
Oh, he's not a cockroach.
He calls him a cockroach.
Can he fly?
I don't think so.
I guess
cockroach.
I thought
He
specifically called him a cockroach.
Yeah.
I guess cockroaches also can fly. So
yeah, tiny roach. Yeah, he's a roach. I'm looking at it.
But yeah, and this kind of goes poorly for Fievel meeting this man because Fievel's like, well, I gotta get to the immigration office to find my parents, and this bitch is like, well, I know where your parents are.
Come to this van where I have free candy.
Yeah, no, those are the vibes I was getting. Like, uh-oh. I guess we're taking
takes him to meet Chester the Molester.
Yeah, he
But
takes him to a sweatshop.
yeah, oh yeah, no, that was kind of not harrowing to watch, but it's like, oh, this is another interesting scene. But yeah, he Fievel gets taken to a sweatshop, and then after just a night, Fievel's like, this is some bullshit. I'm getting out of here. And starts working with the other trap rats in the sweatshop to
Well,
escape.
Including one by the
maybe one
name
of
of
them.
Tony Topano.
This I swear the almost lesbian rat because he's voiced by a woman.
Oh yeah, no, there's
I,
something gender.
It's fun. It's funnier
I have
and more and better if you pretend that this is a lesbian.
if
There, there's definitely something gendered about this rat and this mouse. But yeah, they escape, and however, after as they're trying to escape, Fievel just likes to fall from large heights. Because as they're trying to
it's a
climb out
hobby.
the window, it
God
is a
God
hobby, yes.
forbid this child have a hobby.
He falls and he starts kind of wandering around. He starts wandering around New York.
Also, I should
Uh,
have mentioned he literally falls. So initially, it's like, oh, he's taken to a sweatshop to be on the other side of the city. No, apparently, in the same building, his parents were living, and he falls past them, and you see where they were living as he falls past them down the building.
Yeah, they almost meet several times throughout the movie.
Yeah,
yeah,
They're just always missing each other.
it is almost a little infuriating how much they are missing each other. Uh, what was I gonna say next? But yeah, after those scenes, Fievel starts kind of looking around New York, uh, and almost gets run over by a train. uh,
yeah.
and then he eventually meets back up with Tony Soprano right here. I'm kidding. Uh, and Tony's like, "Well, let's go to the market and see if your family's there." And as they're going to the market, it just so happens that Fievel's dad and Tanya are going to the market, and Tanya is a real G because she has not thought that her brother has died ever since they got off the. Oh God, Bridget.
And then
Uh,
they meet the sex mouse.
yes,
The Irish she's Irish.
yes. Now, I would like to say this is not the stereotype that we were talking about when it comes to the Irish Americans. We are still waiting for him. Uh,
Yes.
but yes. So when Fievel and Tony get there, they meet what's the word? They meet Bridget, who is trying to arouse the mouses against to fight against the cats because they shouldn't be afraid anymore. And then
Something something to add is the way they all react to the word cat, as though saying the word cat will, they'll
They'll summon
hear.
the cat, and they also treat it like it's a swear word because they're using it in place where you would say swear words.
yeah, that would make sense. But then
She's like,
after
we're
her
freedom
little
of speech. We can say cat all we want. Cat, 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 cat.
Oh wait, hang on,
I don't
before
think
that.
I don't think that's them saying this as a swear. That's them like not living in fear of saying the word.
Yeah.
Ah,
Also, before that happens, Tony crawls up onto the little dais that Bridget is standing on, and they start having yeah a heterosexual moment. Uh, is that the
They're
scene
not
that happened?
heterosexual. That character is voiced by a woman.
yeah, it's better.
Notice the
It's
inflation
better if
porn
you
going
say
on up there.
What the fuck?
it's from the balloon thing at the end. Um,
I know. I'm watching the Fievel scraping his head off.
anyway, yeah, it's better if you just imagine that these are lesbians.
But after that scene, the mice start to clear out from the marketplace. Like, we got to get out of here. And then Fievel's like, "Ha! Cats don't exist in America. They suck shit." And then the cats decide to show up.
There are just literally cats like behind the marketplace signs and the stalls. You'd think they would have known it. What the hell is going on down there?
What?
I don't think we should click that one.
That is some AI, some weird AI art, probably maybe. Okay, we're getting off into the weeds here.
All right. Chris, I know you don't. I know you don't search Google with safe search on. You need to stop. But yeah, this was kind of a horrifying scene because, like, as Fievel is doing like the cats don't exist in America, one kind of eats him, and then he has to scamper out of its mouth, like out of its gullet and such.
Like
And
he is down the throat and has to climb up all the debris that the cat ate because the
yeah,
cat somehow swallowed an entire market stand.
Yeah, here's the
There's the
Italian rat.
Sicilian rat.
Sicilian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sicilian is a kind of Italian.
Oh, okay. You know, that makes sense.
That scene was kind of a blur for me. I don't remember if like they were getting chased around the like if they were fighting the cats.
The cats are basically upending the whole market.
Oh yeah, no, they're like chasing cats around their cat. They're chasing rats. They're chasing mice around. Sorry, I got there eventually. They're catching them and stuff. And then do they eventually just like leave because it's like, well, we've caused enough carnage today.
And then Tony finds Feifel.
Yeah,
Which
and then
I will add, Tony Tony doesn't like the name Feifel, so he keeps calling him Philly. Like he's sort of doing the same thing that the immigration office was doing.
Yeah. And the reason he's doing that is so that they can have yet another chance meeting where it's like they're calling out for Philly instead of Feifel, and so his dad just keeps walking.
Mhm.
I think I saw something here about specifically the name, why they kept calling him Philly, but keep going.
I think the reason why Tony like started calling him Philly, I think he
No, I
like
mean,
said.
no, I mean specifically the name, something about the name I saw here, but keep going.
I don't think Tony was like wanting to call him Philly out of like malicious reasons. The interaction was like five. That's not gonna fly here. We'll call you Philly for right now.
Yeah, it's not malicious, but it is sort of like internalized racism, I guess.
Yeah. Also, isn't there a scene where Tony and Bridget fall into a hat and they start like making like googly noises and stuff, like teehees?
The
Yeah.
graphic on-screen sex scene for half of the movie.
But yeah, then eventually the cats fuck off. And oh wait, hang on. Yeah, the Mott Street cats, that's what they're called. Uh and then
Apparently when they were making the movie, the reason why they kept calling him Philly is because Don Bluth himself thought Feifel sounded too foreign, and that audiences wouldn't like it. So Spielberg and Bluth agreed to have him be called Philly by his family, or Feifel by his family, but Philly by everybody else.
All right.
all right. I also forgot. So when Tony and Feifel are meeting with Bridget, they kind of Tony lets Bridget know about Feifel's whole deal. Like, oh, he doesn't know where his family is, and Bridget's like, oh, well, let's go meet Honest John. He'll help you out. So
I want to. I want to describe the scene where this character is introduced because he's drinking, he's drunk, he's Irish. The alcohol, is he drinking kerosene or is he just drinking alcohol that's so potent that it's eating through the floor?
I think that's
alcohol. It's so strong. It's eating through the floor.
Yeah, but his what his introduction scene is. There is a dead mouse that like you can see the dead mouse behind him, and he's like, oh, poor him. He then writes down his name as, yeah, this guy will vote for me because he's just this corrupt politician.
Yeah, he's definitely a parody of politicians at the time that would just kind of like they'd help, but they'd also just do whatever benefits them.
And like take advantage of foreigners.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
like people fresh off the boat.
It didn't seem like he was really down to do anything about the cats until another character who's a big part of the movie. Oh God, I'm gonna butcher this name. Gussie Mouseheimer.
She's a big part of the movie, all right.
Big ass.
And she just has this W lisp.
But yes, she is apparently one of the richest mice in New York, and she comes down to Honest John's I want to say opium den.
I mean, it could just be a tavern.
Could just be a tavern. And is like, "Hey, Honest John, so the cats are fucking us up on
They're fucking our pussies.
yeah. Uh, they kind of don't understand that there's a difference between poor mice and rich mice, and they're eating us too. And Honest John's like, oh, that's kind of fucked up. We should do something about. Well, he's like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. And Gussie's like, yeah, let's have a rally about it. And John's like, okay, a wally. And I was like, what is Boys Love gonna? How's Boys Love gonna help?
You said that joke 8 times.
That's so funny. I didn't say it on camera though, so it didn't count. So that's interesting. You guys have heard
None
it.
of this is on camera.
Like that 12 times.
But after that scene, Bridget, like they start talking to Honest John, and they're like, "Yeah, so do you know where this kid's family is?" And Honest John's like, "Hey, sorry, I don't know where his family is because they haven't registered to vote yet." Let's see, what am I forgetting anything?
Basically, they talk to Gussie and then they go to the rally. And
No,
on
there's
the podium.
There's an in between.
Yeah. Before that, they go back to Bridget's house, which is a nice looking water tower. And she's like, yeah, parents died, cat got him. Here, you can stay here the night.
I think that was after the rally.
No, that was before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was before. That's what I'm remembering, at least. And then they start singing what I think is the song of the film, Love Can See Us Through, which before I ever watched American Tail, I only knew it
song
from
is called Somewhere Out There.
Yeah. My apologies.
I thought you were making a joke.
No, Okay, so this
start singing the song "Wet Ass Pussy."
So that ties into so I only know Somewhere Out There. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but there were like infomercials for like the 90s like greatest hits like love songs. And that was one of them because who sang it?
That song is about a brother, like a child trying to find his family.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess that's a kind of love song.
That's when it's sang by the two kids, but when it's sang by James Ingram and Linda Ronstadt, it's a love song.
Are you looking at a Wikipedia page? Are you cheating?
Maybe. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, they have the rally.
Yes, the wowie.
About the song, it is kind of. It is like a little hard to take seriously with the child voice actor and his cracking voice, but it's also sad because it's an actual child.
Yeah.
Fievel also likes to have his mouth, his tongue out a lot of the time. For some reason, I don't know why. Just to be silly. He's just a silly guy.
Those like GIF animations where it like makes it's like Superman or Northern Lion with his tongue hanging out.
Anyway, we get to the Wowie, where uh Gusty's like, hey, so cats suck, and we shouldn't be afraid of them. And people are like, you shouldn't say cats out loud. And Gusty's like, I'm gonna say cats however fucking loud I want to.
Or just say the N word.
Also, Fievel's family is there without the baby. That's weird.
They aborted the baby. But also, basically, they're in the back of the crowd, and they're standing behind a bunch of rich mice with big poofy dresses and big hats, so they can't see around them or see the fact that Feifel is on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Firefly doesn't speak out loud to everyone. He just kind of talks to these two. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He like does the whispering. He like whispers into the woman's ear, and then the woman whispers to Honest John.
Yeah, because
it's like, does anybody have an idea?
Yeah. Because they're talking about like, how do we get rid of the cats, and no one knows. And then Feifel pitches the idea, which is what he recalls the story of his dad talking about the Mask of Mints, which is supposed to be this mouse that's like 12 times the size of a cat, and has like a tail as big as a tree, and yeah.
The woman also says like, "Are we men or are we mice?"
We're mice. Oh yeah. So after the rally and after Fievel's family misses him again, they go down to the.
Stupid.
I'm not saying they're stupid. I'm just saying. I don't know what I'm saying.
I mean, they haven't found him by now. I don't think they care about him. He even says that in the movie, so that must be true.
After the rally, they head on down to an abandoned museum on the Chelsea piers, where we now learn about the
Bloodborne stage.
Yeah, the Bloodborne stage. So I forget, when we saw the Hong Kong ship, did we hear the music?
That was in the second. That was in the second part, the second establishing shot of this area.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, they get to the museum and they.
That's a different ship.
Oh, that's a different ship.
Hmm.
Interesting. But yeah, we watched them start building this giant mouse robot, this or automaton.
Well, we don't know. When they start building something, we don't know what it is.
You're right.
But this is like a House of Wonders thing. So there's a bunch of antiques in it, including like tiki statues and some sort of skeleton they were defiling, like some sort of dinosaur bones.
And then a human skull that breaks like a Lego piece in a Lego game.
Me when I break your bones. Oh, it's a Lego reference. It's just like in Lego Star Wars.
But then as they're building the machine, Tony and Fievel realize that they are late because their pocket watch. Did I miss this?
They finish building the thing, and then the lady says, "Now go get some sleep." And then it cuts to the next day, presumably.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Roger.
And that's the point where Tony and Fievel are like, "Ah, shit, we're late. We told Bridget we would be there early."
They're late for the assault.
Yeah.
And I think this is the second establishing shot.
Well, we'll get to that establishing shot in a second because there's another whole scene involving Fievel falling into the
Oh, right.
yeah. So as they are rushing to get to the pier to help
I'm
enact this
always
plan,
call me the
Fievel, Fievel, who is so averse to staying on the ground, falls into the sewers.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, what is more ground than underground? That's more ground. You're
Beth,
so
I
on the ground that you're in it.
Beth, I just mean 2 feet on the ground. 2 feet. This small rat child cannot keep his 2 feet on the ground at any point. Sorry, I got distracted by one of the characters that we were looking at because that was a
I got so
horrifying
horny
looking
that I
cat.
passed out.
Anyway,
But yeah,
but no, Fightful is
Family
running
picture.
behind Tony, but then he hears music, and this happens a few times. Anytime Fightful even hears music, he thinks it's his father. So
Well,
he
it's specifically the violin music because back in Russia, his father would play the violin, and there's like scenes of where he's going around New York, and anytime he hears the violin music, he'll follow it thinking it's his father because I guess
the
he
cat
doesn't
organ.
recognize. Because there's a part where that's right. There's a part where he goes into he climbs up the side of a building because he hears the music, but it's a record player, and then a bunch of women throw things at him because he's a mouse that they don't recognize as sapient and wearing clothes. And one of them like throws a bodice at him.
So I just came across something called the cat organ, which is a musical instrument. Consists of a line
Yeah,
of
cats
cats.
have those.
A line of cats placed with their tails stretched out underneath a keyboard, so that when a key is pressed, it pins their tail and they cry out in pain.
it's a high. It looks like it's.
That's what they're going.
I,
That's what they're going to do to those cats in China.
the wiki says it's a hypothetical musical instrument. I don't think anybody actually did. That's a drawing. These are drawings. Nobody
Yeah,
actually
No,
did
from
this.
the
Nikolai Tesla did this.
1800s.
Nikolai Tesla did this, then he did this with elephants.
Nikola Tesla didn't electrocute any elephant. Edison did.
Was it the other one?
It was
Okay,
Edison.
Oh,
Edison,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
Edison made
Edison,
sweet love to that
so
elephant.
Edison used Tesla's electricity, which was alternating current, to kill an elephant, saying like, "Look how dangerous this current is." And the public just said, "Man, electricity is dangerous," and also Edison hates elephants.
If I was Edison, the electricity, if the electricity didn't work, I would just put a stick of dynamite in the elephant and just blow it up that way.
No,
People have done that
no
to
Bell
beached
did that.
whales, and it doesn't work well because it ends up with raining whale flesh.
Yeah.
The lesser known Slayer song.
So if I may say, I think the reason why Fievel is like following this music around is because
Six.
it's his dad's song to him. So whenever he hears it, he's like, "Oh, that's my dad nearby, probably."
I wonder. I wasn't entirely paying attention if each song was the same song or not.
I wasn't 100% sure either.
I think he's just hearing violin and assuming it's his father because he's like a single digit old.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he goes to the sewer and he ends up finding the lair of the Mott Street Cats, who are playing. They're not playing gin. That is the thing that they were making fun of Tiger of. Anyway, that's Tiger, who is voiced by Don Bluth. Nope, nope. By Don DeLuise.
Don DeLuise.
Yes,
Sorry,
thank
one
you.
second.
Who is dead?
Yes, his kidneys exploded, and that's why Don DeLuise is.
Sorry, what was that about Game of Thrones? Go back.
Wait, what?
Did they just say somebody was dead?
Michael Patrick died.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's Michael Patrick.
I just saw Game of Thrones something dead at 35. I was like, oh Jesus. Uh, Dom DeLuise has been in a lot of Don Bluth's movies, and he also just sort of looks like that cat.
Yeah.
Damn, he's attractive.
You could look like this if you uh, uh,
Oh, I got
put your mind to it.
All right.
But may I continue?
Yes.
Uh, okay, I'll be quiet then.
Video over.
Uh, okay, so yeah, so I don't know why, but Fievel continues to look through the
cat
cat
lair.
gangs, like the cat lair, yeah, for some reason. And as he's still trying to find the source of the music. And he eventually sees that bump bump bum Warren T. Rat is the one that is playing the violin. And at this point,
He's doing
shock and
it
awe
very
and a
badly.
twist.
He's doing a very shit job of playing the violin.
Yes.
This
But
movie, I can't believe this movie would have a twist.
I think he was playing Beautiful Dreamer, I think. Like da, 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 you know what I mean. But it is revealed that Warren T Rat is Warren T Cat. Bum bum bum.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
So this is the thing I wanted to talk about, and I was going to ask Chris about it because I wasn't really paying attention at the time, and seeing that this was that he was changing sizes every other scene. But are there are there like cats that are that size?
Because he is just mouse sized when he first meets him, but then he becomes like larger over the course of the movie, basically after he reveals his
Yeah,
cat.
because this is him, and admitted this is a huge.
No, no,
This no, I'm
no,
saying
that's the fat mouse.
no, I'm
It's
saying
He's
this
just
is
to the
Warren
right.
T.
He's
Rat
in the
right
picture
here.
to the left.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is Warren T. Rat, and so he's the size of other mice and rats in this at the start,
That's
but
Pizza.
he
That's
ends up
Pizza Rat.
yeah, but he ends up like here's another like there. I just had one where it was yeah, and granted this is like glass, but Feifel is roughly the size of his face in this section.
Like I have to imagine. I mean, keep in mind he's playing music for the rest of this gang. I think he's on. I think he's low on the totem pole in this gang. But I do get the idea that he is a small cat at least. But still particularly large.
Oh, I thought he was the leader of the cat gang.
Yeah,
See?
Hang
Oh, right. I guess he was counting all the money.
on.
yeah. Compared to the other cats, he's smaller than the other cats, but not by a wide margin.
I hope somebody got fired for that blunder.
Oh, he's a Havana brown cat.
There, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Well, look up what one looks like.
Uh,
Okay, those are still pretty big. Sorry. But yeah, no.
Bobcats.
I think he's just meant to be like in his rat facade. He's just meant to be a larger than average rat, and people just kind of go with it.
Makes all the
Uh,
rules.
yeah. But yeah, no, I am reading, and he is the leader of the Mott Street Maulers, which is the cat gang. And let's see. So yeah, Fievel discovers his secret, and because the glass is not one way, he's fucking sees Fievel, and they start chasing him through the sewers. And Fievel is able to get away from the cats, but then he decides to walk it back to pick up
And the bit on the
his
roller skate.
yes. To pick up his hat from like near the sewer entrance, and he gets snorched. He gets snorched up.
It wasn't even like I dropped my hat. Let me quickly go back and get it. It was like a casual stroll back
Yeah.
He
to the
thinks
hat.
he thinks he's safe. Yeah, and then immediately gets captured. Yeah.
Never assume you are safe until you're in a crowd of your own people.
You hear that, 6-year-old child? You stupid piece of shit!
But then he meets
Tiger.
Why don't the cats wear pants?
I don't know.
You know why? You know why they don't wear pants. You know why.
Anyway,
Fat bottom boys make the world
Oh,
go round.
well, they were clearly animating this character one-handed.
anyway, then he meets Tiger, and Tiger and
Vegetarian cat.
Tiger and Fievel bond about them all liking the same things and also being misfits in their own ways. And then Tiger frees Fievel.
They also sing.
Because Tiger also lost his family of like 8 brothers and 11 sisters and 3 fathers.
Yeah,
So he was in a polycule,
which Nick had a problem with apparently.
a throuple.
But then what's the word? Then we have the last song of the movie, Two Pairs, I think it was called.
Duo.
Yep. 2 pairs is a quadruple. This honestly seems like the least relevant song in the movie.
So
Yeah.
this song also might, so obviously it's probably like just an animation choice and so on and so forth, but maybe cats have the ability to shrink and grow in this universe.
Well, they're doing this in a
because-
funhouse mirror. So
Oh, it was a funhouse mirror.
yeah.
It's a musical number with a bunch of trippy effects. It's not actually happening.
Yeah. Also, Tiger's like almost twice the size of the other cats.
That makes it, that makes him hotter.
Don't run fast.
But then, like Tiger frees them, and they're supposed to be like this. And you did point out it was cut weird. And I'll get back to it. There, like Fievel escapes a second time, and it's supposed to be like Tiger is holding off or like holding back the other cats from chasing him by like apparently like he was supposed to be like blocking something. But it's cut really weird. You don't see that. You mostly just hear the dialogue of like them hating Tiger and saying he's fired.
Well, yeah. What happened was he was letting Fievel go, and he was telling the other cats, "Nah, he got the better of me. Oh, he's a fighter." And the cats all go, "You're fired." And he's like, "You know what? Fine. I hate all you guys anyway."
Yeah.
And yeah, then sorry, I keep calling him Fievel for some reason. Fievel,
He's Fievel.
uh,
Oh, it is Fievel. Okay.
yeah. Fievel escapes the what's the, I forget. Does Tony like circle back and find him like running away from the cats? I forget.
No.
No,
Tony
okay.
Chopper.
Because it immediately cuts to they're at the museum and Fiefel's running, saying the cats are coming, and the cats are right on his heels.
Yeah, that's the Hong Kong sting.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, we are forgetting a scene that has happened at this point. So they are explaining how they are going to get rid of the cats. At like 6, I assume AM, the the whistle for a boat that's heading to Hong Kong is going to sound, and that is when they are going to release the secret weapon, and the secret weapon is going to scare the cats onto the Hong Kong ship, and it's going to take the cats to Hong Kong.
Yeah, you see, y'all were complaining about the Irish stereotype. I think this is worse
Yeah.
because this was. Oh, the cats are going to China. You know what those Chinese do with the cats.
I don't know what else to say. It is a movie.
Anyway, more stuff happens.
Yeah. So Fievel escapes, but then the cats are still chasing him down, and he finally makes his way to the museum with the cat's hot on his tail. And he's like, "The cats are here!" And he starts like everybody starts waking up, and they start to try and get the
Yeah, he
secret weapon.
did like accidentally leave them here too early.
Yeah, too early. What's it? He knew that the museum was going to be the safest place, so he's gonna run there because they have strength in numbers, I guess. But yeah, like he gets there. Everybody starts rousing, but it's too early. So John is like trying to stop the machine from going outside and for the plan to be ruined.
And they have to like do all
And
this stuff
then
to slow it down because it's already like wheeling out. So they put all this ropes and tie it down to keep it from leaving the museum.
Mhm.
Only for the boat whistle to go off.
Yeah. Well, first, the cats show up with his name's not Wallace. Uh,
Gromit.
thank
William.
you, William. Yeah, William in tow. William has reapplied his disguise.
Is it William?
William sounds right.
Like Warren
The,
T. Rat.
yeah,
Wa-
no, Warren. It's
Okay, Warren. Okay, 'cause
uh,
I couldn't remember who we were talking about.
yeah. So they show up, and Warren's like trying to cover his ass, like, "Hey, it's me, Warren T. Rat, your best friend. I'll cover for you guys. You guys are already paying me protection money," which I didn't know was a plot line. Exactly.
Yeah, that was the money that he was counting when he first appeared. He was trying to pinch him for another 50 cents. It's I don't know, that might have been worth something back then.
Yeah, no, 89, like the fact that he was making $89 off of this protection money, back in 1888 is probably a lot. Like, oh wait, we could probably find a converter, like a 1880, like money converter years, uh, money and today money.
$1 in 1886 approximately equal to $34.76 today.
I mean,
So
that's assuming that's even correct. That's the AI thing.
We'll do 89. That is
Nice.
$3,094.03.
damn, that is a lot. Look up how much 50 cents is.
It should be like $17, right? Assuming that was correct. Yeah.
$17.
Damn. He sold five for almost $20.
Everyone say thank you, Richard Nixon and Ronald Reagan, for this. It's almost like taking the USA off the gold standard was a bad fucking idea.
But yeah, so Warren is trying to convince them, like, "Hey, I'm the big cheese," and then Fievel is like, "Hey, so uh, don't trust no hoes."
That black
That's
dude?
also that is also a cat. And Warren's like trying to convince him, like, "Oh, I'm not a cat." And then Tony's like, "Oh yeah, bitch, vibe check." Sorry, I'm paraphrasing at this point. And shoots
But
his nose off with
yeah, and
with a
like
slingshot.
once he's revealed as a cat, he has a line that's like, who are you gonna believe, me or your own eyes?" which is basically just modern Republican politics.
And then the mice start throwing shit at him, and then he's
They
like,
start pooping and throwing at him.
he lights a match and starts burning down the house. Sorry, I had to slip that one in once. Uh,
Yeah, they set the museum on fire. Just as the boat released its horn, and then you have this happen.
Damn, she is caked up.
Anyway,
Sorry, I got distracted. What were we talking about?
I got so horny I passed out. What were we talking about?
But yeah, now they're trying to finally release the secret weapon. And Fievel runs out the door and picks up like a
Some
stick
of the
that's on
fire.
fire. Yeah, some of the fire, and burns the rope that's holding it back. And then the secret weapon is finally revealed to be a
This-
giant mechon.
yeah, this kind of
Like
horrifying thing.
primitive, made more horrifying because of the primitive CG.
And so, oh right, did it after Fievel burnt the rope to free it? Didn't he get knocked the fuck out?
Yes.
He like passed out from
Yeah.
the strain or whatever,
No,
and
no,
that's
hit
where
his
he
head.
makes the face.
Oh, he hit his head.
Yeah, that's the part where he makes. Oh no, we're getting into the fetish art.
What fetish are you talking about? This
I think
weird
he's
ass
talking
thing
about
from clip art.
And I wouldn't say it's fetish art. I would just say it's an artist making
Like a
art.
manticore.
Yeah.
This is like deviant art. This is getting dangerously close.
This is just actual
Basically,
shots
this
from the film.
this horrifying mouse head and a bunch of inflated segments.
Anyway,
But yeah, go ahead.
go ahead.
The
Oh, you.
sorry. The mouse machine chases the cats into the ocean, which it doesn't necessarily get them on the ship, but they end up getting dragged up onto the ship by the anchor. And they
Yeah,
start getting
they get thrown off the dock where the Chinese boat is.
Yeah.
So the
uh
anchor seal.
yeah, so but as they're like being like brought onto like as they're being taken onto the ship, they're like, "Oh, there's plenty of like mice in Hong Kong.
In
We'll be yeah, in China, we'll be fine."
The roach has to like, oh, I need to learn how to count in Chinese or calculate in Chinese.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is like, the, the cat's like, okay, how do you say trust me in Chinese?
Anyway,
But then the mice
Then
start celebrating.
yeah, they start celebrating, but Feifel's still in the place as it's starting to burn down.
yeah, then they all have to like run for cover and get out of there as the building collapses.
Right, because the human firefighters show up.
Yeah.
The movie, like, you'd think that's where the movie would end, but it just sort of keeps going for some reason for about another 10 minutes. 10,
Oh
15
yeah,
minutes.
no, that was a little weird. Where so like Fievel, like the parents finally realize like, oh shit, Fievel's like nearby.
Well, it's
But the
because they hear the one people calling out for the Philly, but they use his last name, and then they think, oh, that must be him. It's like, no, they're saying somebody else's name. Then they say Fievel. They're like, oh, that could be any Fievel.
and
And
then
then they
The dad is
actually,
saying there is
actually meet up.
it could be any
They actually
5
meet up with the other characters, and they
Yeah.
have the hat.
and the mom is like, no, it's Fievel, which is kind of a neat segment because it's like the mom has been denying that Fievel there might be even a chance the entire time. So her to have that moment is kind of it's kind of nice.
The baby rat and the baby mouse is also still missing.
I'll talk about that in a second. Uh,
He got aborted.
all right, so then after searching around, so it's real that like at some point they meet up with Tiger, who is carrying basically all of the other main character mice in the story as they're searching for
Well,
Fievel.
yeah, the night before, after the firefighting incident, Fievel meets this other gang of three asshole mice who I'm pretty sure were ones that escaped from the sweatshop who are just being shit to him. And Fievel's just like, you know what, fuck
Yeah,
it.
these
If my
guys.
parents haven't found me yet, then they must not be looking for me, and they must hate me. And that lasts for all of 5 seconds. That child mouse is just bald.
Why is this just Ed, Ed, and Eddie? It should be known that they
Why
are
is there
in
loud
Orphan
mouse here? What
Alley
the fuck?
currently. You know,
What the fuck?
and then and then the loud house happened.
you
Next
want
time when we
loud?
watch the Loud House.
You want to get loud?
I'd
Here's
rather
loud
kill
for you.
myself.
Okay.
Sorry, I got the giggles.
Yeah,
But
this
yeah, no.
dude, like other than Fievel getting very edgy for like 5 seconds, serves really no purpose.
Okay, if I may, that's not him being edgy. I think that's just him like tired,
Being
exhausted,
jaded.
shit's bad. Yeah, like he's the best way to put it is he's throwing a tantrum right now. Like a very justified he's having a crash out.
But then they find him
Yippee!
and they
Wahoo!
reunite.
And then they decide that oh yeah, we're gonna
And then the ending is uh I can't find it. Anyway, there's a segment of the pigeon
The
comes
French
back
pigeon.
and he comes back and he takes them to go see the Statue of Liberty.
Completed statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still copper.
Yeah. I mean, it's always copper, but they just finished building it, so
Yeah,
it's still brown.
It's still it's a coppery, shimmery bronze color.
Now full stop, I would not have trusted these pigeons.
What? Oh,
Sorry, I don't mean that in a like
I
okay,
hate the French, and I don't trust them.
you're just raw dog riding these pigeons to see the Statue of Liberty. No, I need a saddle or something.
For some reason, that reminds me of.
They're all sapient, or they're not
Okay,
animals.
okay, and
For some reason, that reminds me of. I forget who it was, but one of Trump's officials like proposed a plan of like we like shiny up the Statue of Liberty for the 250th anniversary of America, and then everyone was like, that would make it structurally much less sound because you're removing all the protective patina, and you'd also have to remove like 2 inches of metal from it to do it.
Oh no! Actually, I have a story of the courthouse in one of our cities had a copper roof that was green for most of my lifetime, and they like tried to restore the copper, but it just looked like shitty gold paint. And it's just never looked the same ever since.
Yeah.
but the Statue of Liberty winks at Fievel and his sister.
Can we find
Like,
the animation of the Statue of Liberty winking? Because it's fucking weird.
Statue of Liberty.
wonkin'. And I think that was
Remember when this happened in Ghostbusters 2? If you go up to the if you go up to one of the three dots or something, you can search by animated images specifically. Well, not on that image on Google search. Their tools or more. It's one of those. Type. There you go.
Joff.
And it's
No,
still not there. Goddamn.
I found something worse.
Thanks, Google. Thanks for being useless.
I found this.
That Statue of Liberty is high as fuck.
Try adding the word Fievel to the search.
Well, this is what we're dealing with now with this statue.
Ding dong, ring, ding 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 dong. But yeah, I think that was all the major plot points of Fievel Goes West. Yeah.
Some discussion that will explain some of the weirdness going on with that we've noticed in the movie. From reviewing it, so there was a decent amount of production difficulties. Part of it was because it was a joint partnership between Amblin and Universal. And
I'm guessing they have miscommunications through them.
They had miscommunications. There was also Don Bluth and Steven Spielberg themselves had miscommunications. There was also, they were working with a studio who was cell painting in Ireland to help them with it.
Okay.
But ultimately, so it was supposed to be a 90-minute film. It's only 80 minutes long in the extended release. So 10 minutes were cut for time and difficulties. Stuff was reworked multiple times. Notably, the design of Fievel was changed to be much more younger, because initially it was supposed to be like a teenager. And then, but this led to a decent amount of things being cut or things not working quite as well. So, notable cuts include the Mouse Whistle's Journey Across Europe was cut. Tiger was supposed to have several more scenes, including one where he stops the other cats from pursuing Fievel.
Mm-hmm.
There was also supposed to be Fievel was supposed to sing a song about being in the sweatshop. And the sweatshop was supposed to be a much longer scene. The name changing in Ellis Island was supposed to be a much bigger scene. And Baby Yasha disappearance after the Ellis Island is a notable consequence of them having to fiddle, rearrange, and change things.
Yeah, they left the baby in the sweatshop. So close.
Yeah.
I did also notice. I guess I noticed it towards the end of the movie, but like early on when he gets out of the bottle, he doesn't have his hat, and then he'll have his hat, and he won't have his hat, just on and off. But there's a part at the end where he has it like tucked into the back of his belt. I don't know if it's always visible during the early parts, but I honestly thought he had just lost his hat.
Apparently, also Sears was involved, like the company. They sponsored an American.
Yeah, the sweatshop.
Okay, so the Mouse of Mints was not CGI. It was a real life model that they built.
Oh, rotoscoping. Okay.
Then they rotoscoped. Then they animated over. Yeah.
That's tits as fuck. Yeah, that's cool.
This is probably why it looks so freaky.
Yeah. Anyway, what are our thoughts on the movie An American Tail?
So I think I watched An American Tail like a long time ago. And I wasn't a big fan of it then. But then I also I think I watched one of its multiple sequels. Oh, that's something I wanted to talk about real fast.
Oh yeah.
We don't have to look up any of the pictures, but so the American Tail more or less was a series that had multiple like additional like movies. In total, past the first movie, there's 3 of them, I believe. But here's the weird thing. So, uh the second movie is Fievel Goes West, and then the third movie is I can't remember the full name, but it's like American Tail, The Search for the Manhattan Treasure or whatever. And then the final one is
Legend of
about like
Curly's Gold.
So the
the
movies
last.
are Fievel American Tail. Then it's Fievel Goes West, which is a western, got a full theatrical sequel. It's a true sequel. Then there are 2 direct-to-video sequels. One of
Which
which
is
is The Treasure of Manhattan Island.
and the Mystery of the Night Monster.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know why they did this. So, Fievel Goes West is that theatrical that secondary theatrical release. Uh, but chronologically, that is technically the last film in the series because Manhattan Island and Night Monster chronologically happened beforehand.
Except it's not. Because in The Treasure of Manhattan Island, one of the characters from Fievel Goes West is in it.
What the
Oh
fuck?
no, is she Native American?
Yep.
Oh no!
Oh,
Hang on, go back and click on the Night Monster link because I was looking at this beforehand.
All right.
Yeah, so
and we
right
need
there
to talk about the video game.
after the events of the third film, but before the second.
What?
Yeah, so
Into
it
the
doesn't make
Fightful verse.
sense. It doesn't make sense for the character from the second movie to be in the third movie unless Fievel's family was like, you know what, the rural Midwest sucks shit. Let's go back to New York.
Fievel Goes West and then back east. They had a disagreement about pizza.
So the order is the first movie, and then the fourth movie, and then the third movie, and then the second movie.
Oh, it's
That's
like
what it
Fast and the Furious.
seems like. And it's also weird because the second movie doesn't have a lot of the characters from the first movie in it, I think. Like I think uh
Back to the hood.
so Tiger's in it and Fievel's in it obviously and I believe the family's in it. But I think when they go west, I think Tony and like Bridget and stuff get left behind in New York.
But what happened to the mouse? Should we talk about the video game now?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh yes, the video game. Go ahead.
So Dan Olson did a video about the Fievel video game. It's only like 40 minutes long, and it's on like PC and PS2 or some shit. And it's just some god awful shovelware with horrible physics and like really floaty sliding puzzles on the bar of soap and the roller skate and the back of a pigeon, and like drifting down through the clothes. And it's all bad. It's all really bad.
And why did they make it like so? This movie came out in the 80s. Why did they make it in the 2000s?
Oh, I mean, it was probably something to do with the direct-to-DVD sequels,
Alright.
direct-to-video sequels.
Also,
Yeah, because I
found this.
I'm all for an anti-cat movie, but shipping to the Hong Kong seems a little bit much. No, Beth, you are right. No, Beth, Chris, you are right. There's something very sapphic about Tony
Yeah.
for some reason.
Because he's voiced by a woman.
Apparently, Don Bluth and Steven Spielberg were accused of plagiarism by Art Spiegelman because the Jews were depicted as mice in this film, as in Spiegelman's earlier Mouse.
So I have bad news for Spiegelman. Everybody's kind of depicted as a mouse.
Yeah, except for the French.
I mean,
The French are pigeons.
yeah, I guess they're Italian mice, they're Irish mice. It's not like in Mouse specifically, where like every ethnicity in that book is a different animal, like the Polish were pigs. And I'm pretty sure black people were dogs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So sometimes there is just like an accidental like what's the word? Like sometimes you accidentally come up with the same idea twice. You know?
I mean, it's a pretty easy allegory to make.
Yeah. Sometimes there's only really one design for, hypothetically speaking, a character with a TV for a head, and yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
Braden, what do you think of American Tail?
Um, I thought it was a decent enough movie. Wasn't one of my more favorite movies that I've seen recently, but you know what? It was pretty interesting.
think I think somebody pointed out that the Cossacks at the start of the movie have almost the same design as Rasputin from Anastasia.
Huh.
I don't remember pointing that out.
Like you see like a close up of them for like a split second, and I kind of noticed that too.
Anyway, what are your thoughts, Aura?
I already said my thoughts. I thought it was a pretty good movie. Oh, I guess like I didn't finish my thoughts because I immediately jumped into my Steven Spielberg about the sequels. Uh, I don't know why I fucking said that. Uh, I guess because the word spiel is in Spielberg. Anyway, so American Tail, it's a good movie. It's a Don Bluth movie. Don Bluth is a Russian roulette when it comes to his animated films. Like a
That
50-50
meaning, that
Russian.
meaning Don Bluth shot me in the head.
Yeah, yeah. But like a lot of them are good, a lot of them are bad.
Don Bluth is a Russian.
And American Tail is one of the good ones.
I will say like that the name changing scene with the humans and then the mouse is kind of that kind of gets me because let's see. My family ancestry comes from like Poland and Russia, and I
Hmm.
my family is or like my immediate family is basically the dingleberry on this massive family tree of the. I think I want to say the Smolens got their last name slightly changed at Ellis Island because there's, as I remember at old family reunions, there were Smolens that were had an E at the end and one that were had an I at the end, and I don't remember which was which.
Okay.
But that is just the sort of pettiness that happened around that time to try and make names more names less foreign,
Hmm.
Yeah.
like just even changing a single vowel.
Or like a lot of time, especially like, and this one's especially prominent for people from, I guess, Spanish countries, but as well as like parts of the global south where you would have multiple last names. Because it was
Hmm.
culturally like you didn't just have, you just didn't just take your father's last name, you took your father's and your mother's. But when they got to like places like Ellis Island, they would just, they would make you pick one of them, or they'd pick one arbitrary for you and change it. Anyway,
I don't. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. My apologies.
Tune in next time when we watch Watership Down.
Oh, please God, no.
Tune in next time when we play the PlayStation 2 game.
I know. But that's a you and Beth.
Or should do that. He would kill himself at the end.
I think that's a Beth and Zero side quest. I want nothing to do with it. We gonna say there. Do we want to sing "There Are No Yachts in America" again one more time?
No, why would you do that?
Fuck you! You're the one who made the song up.
Send us out, Braden.
Bye. Have a good night. I hope you all enjoyed. Bye bye.
I don't like that they misspelled the word tail in this movie's title. They should really have spell checked that.
Bye.